Test my broadcast. I'll be cross with you. All right, we're late, and tragically, we are Bobless. We are sad about this. I hope you're doing well, Bob. We're thinking of you over here in American Sedition Day, July 4th, 2020. We are coming to you right here about noon Central Daylight Time to continue. Well, first of all, we have Sean Connery, which is really important. But
Absolutely, especially because you can now view Zardoz on Hulu.
see, I'd like to think we had something to do with that.
I think so. I think the emerging popularity of Zardoz is largely due to our regular promotion of it.
That's right. That's right. You know,
It's gotta be.
our dozen of viewers have urged Hulu, has gone to NBC. In fact, there may have been picketing. I can't prove that, but in a post-factual world, what's to do?
Yeah, it's really a pretty major, pretty major, art
dozen of
movement.
viewers.
I believe.
Yeah. A national movement.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It is a national movement in favor
Yeah.
of the viewing of Zardoz. So Sean
Right.
Connery gets us here together. We have Doug and we do have Ron. So once again, Ron stepping into the shoes of the Emperor Napoleon. Doug now, because we are Bobless, having to be both the Duke of Wellington over here and Feldmarschall Lebrecht von Blücher, Gebhard Lebrecht von Blücher over here. So when last we left our intrepid generals, we found ourselves at, dun dun dun, it is now 1900 hours on the 16th of June, 1815. That means, as it is the start of a turn, we will not have any ado. We will not have any further ado. We will ask our friend Napoleon, i.e. Ron, to tell us who is in command, who is out of command, and begin his turn.
All right. Let's start with far right. Oh, now I gotta see where I left off.
Hey, it's Red Sachs already jumping in. Let's see. You get the Dalinor Award for showing up on time, Red. Thanks for being here.
Oh, so now there's an award for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you either have to be Ron or beat. If you want to be the Ron, you got to beat the Ron.
Oh, nice. All right. We'll activate here
Awesome.
in him. That's 2 for Marshall. For the Napoleon. Here. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And his all 3 generals.
All right. So what does that leave us for? Who gets red blocks?
I believe the red blocks are already on.
The relevant folks.
Yep.
Got it. And for those who don't know, I got a lot of questions about this over the week, and people liked it. The fact that the red blocks indicate out of command.
Makes things a lot easier to see.
It does. And as I said, it also gives you a really nice sense of the problems facing our generals. Mm-hmm. So how about over here on the left?
Yeah, look at Ney
Marshall, one guy Ney. I can't help it that the first thing they're going to post is Zardoz. What are you going to do? Hey, happy 4th of
Alright,
July,
you
Mike.
know what? We'll switch things around.
No, to my knowledge, there is no cash value in the Ron prize. There is not.
It's
Now you just become as broke as Ron,
one
that's all.
tenth of 1 cent.
No, it's like the old coupons, right? 1/20th of 1
Yep.
cent.
Right.
So you're gonna
Alright,
switch.
well, actually, we'll go with...
Who is he going to activate Darlon?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going with the first.
1 core is activated. All right. We count.
And for his one thing, since he's out,
Yeah.
he's going to be activated.
All right. A 1 and 1.
We had to take the artillery piece off, though. Yeah.
Get rid of that block.
So the artillery piece is actually under him, so we'll do the sandwich.
Scooch.
The artillery piece of the second is deactivated, that's under here. And the second's all deactivated. Well, not in command.
Yeah. Is that correct?
Yes,
1
sir.
core.
Got these probably right there, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I also. He's first core.
He's first. Yep, he's first core.
But this lad over here is.
But
He's 2
he's
core.
second, right?
Yeah, he's 2 core. Those fellers are out.
Yeah, but this guy under first corps would be out of command of the first corps because he's more than...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
Spoken like a gentleman.
They're all sleepy.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, nothing's going on of any real consequence.
Alright, we indicated the only river was...
The
Is
dial.
this a river, right?
Only the dial
It's
is
the
a
dial, yeah. Everything else is a stream.
Correct.
Okay. Well, since I'm over here on Nay side, we'll do Nay.
All right. Nothing quite like celebrating July 4th by playing a Napoleonic battle.
Yeah, for some reason my wife felt that I should play Sousa marches today and not Prussian marches. But...
You just weren't you weren't feeling it. You just weren't feeling it.
Right.
Oh, sir, there are elves in those woods. We do not wish to enter them.
Yay, they... Oh, hold on. They've rejoined their core.
Oh, that was a bit of a slog.
Alright, that side's done.
Very good. Longy. Oh, hey. Ian Jackson. Yes, thank you. Ian Jackson greets us on Treason Day, you bunch of traitors.
Everything since the Tea Party has been a bad idea.
You assume, Ian, that the concept of monarchism has vanished from across this great fruited plain of ours. And I don't know that that's accurate.
So some of us may be willing to come back at this point.
Yeah, right?
So I posted to Facebook that the game was starting, and someone asked, why the awesome Zardoz image, along with a GIF of the floating head statue.
Excellent. Excellent.
My response, long story. Suffice to say, he always summons us to order on these special occasions. And yes, it is awesome.
I mean, really, the answer is, why not?
Right. It is incumbent on you to explain why you wouldn't want Zardoz.
Right.
That sketch has to be done with the suitable John Cleesian nonplussed expression of, as if you don't understand the question.
Right. Exactly. It's completely a faulty towers kind of thing.
Yes. It's like, I'm sorry? What do you mean, why do you have Zardoz? Doesn't everyone?
What do you mean?
It's also very funny that I've been getting involved. I try not to because I want to be respectful and nice. But I got into 2 separate debates this week about Tabletop Simulator versus Vassal.
Oh.
And a couple of, Gary and a couple other guys who are big Vassal guys are like, God, this looks really good. I just wish that this was better and this was better. And I keep pointing out that they're fixing all the problems with Tabletop Simulator. Like, there's already this counter-exploding technology thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, things keep getting better all the time.
Yeah, and I said, and look, in some ways, it isn't a fair race because, Tabletop Simulator is sponsored by the fact that it's a paid product. Admittedly, an astonishingly
it's a commercial product.
It's a cheap one, but I mean, guys, it's $10. Okay, so stop. But. It's a $10 product, so they've actually got a pool of money they can dip into.
Yeah.
Vassal is a labor of love for people who have cared a lot about gaming for a long time.
Well, and like so many open source projects, you've got some maintainers who have very definite ideas.
Oh, there you go. Yes. That, my friend, was an excellent way to put that. He's got some very definite ideas.
Yep. And because there's no commercial motivation, right? I mean, Tabletop Simulator is going to do, if there's a hue and cry for a feature, or for something to be changed in Tabletop Simulator amongst the people who have paid for it, it's likely going to get implemented. That is not necessarily the case when there is no commercial motivation. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's not a good thing.
Right. Well, I mean, to me, it's when the guy who did Darth Mod came out and did American, what is it? What is it called? The Gettysburg game.
Ultimate General.
Ultimate General Gettysburg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That game is a masterpiece. It really is. We actually should do a Saturday Night Fight multiplayer with that because it's a blast.
Yeah, I like it.
But his latest one, Age of Sail, has whiffed. It
Right.
and that's my period, folks. So for it to have, and this is the guy that did Darth Mod for Napoleon, the original Napoleon Total War. Part of it is, I think, is that he's just visionaries have to be very careful.
Yep.
Sometimes they will succeed beyond all of our wildest dreams, and sometimes they will just listen to their own stuff and not.
It's just not going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the case, right? I mean, and I just ultimately at the end of it, So we have two systems for playing different games.
Right.
Some games only exist on Vassal,
Yes.
and may ever only exist on Vassal.
Unless Mad Mark does something for them.
Yeah, right. Some games, there are certain features of the game that right now Vassal's pretty good at.
Yep.
And that's less the case with Tabletop Simulator today. So, you know what? If it's one of those games, I don't have a problem playing that on Vassal. There are certain games that Vassal, there are quality of life things that make me want to play the game on Vassal over playing it physically. And that might actually extend to Tabletop Simulator, because the greater the fidelity of Tabletop Simulator to reality, the more it may encounter some of the same problems, right? And I think GMT games are a good example of this because of the stacks of markers. Right?
Oh yeah.
I got to tell you, you and I, Doug, you do know we have a date with Imperial Struggle, right?
Right. I figured that was coming.
Have you seen the TTS mod?
Yes.
I
have.
I look at it and I'm just throwing the pieces around a little bit right at the moment. But I'm like, okay, this is not Twilight Struggle anymore.
Right.
Holy cow. Anybody that bought this thinking they were getting Twilight Struggle 2 is deluded. This is a full-on Wargame Euro. Holy cow.
Right.
What game is this?
Imperial Struggle. It's by the design team that gave us Twilight Struggle, except it's
really?
It is Doug's wheelhouse. It is square smack in the middle of the Lace Wars era.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So looks like you're all set for us, Ron.
Yes, I am.
Let's make some cannons go boom. What do you want to do?
Yes, let's start with this one here.
9, 12, 16. Math is hard. Did you get combined arms? You did not.
This artillery.
Oh, and this gun,
right?
yeah. 21 to 6. 21 to 6 is still a 3 to 1, 4 to 1 with the shift.
Units do not block line of sight.
Correct.
Probably not at this
They do
scale.
not.
Yeah.
4 to 1.
Let's go boom.
Defender retreats, and he cannot, so that's a loss.
Artillery can't retreat across the stream.
No, you got Zoc.
Oh, it's Zoc. Yeah, it's Zoc issues. Yep.
You got a Zoc kill.
Yep.
All right, so we got to keep our core straight. Let's take a quick. I got to take a quick peek at the core levels.
He should be able to advance if he wants to.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, correct. Oh, wait a minute. I got horse in here.
So you have to.
Well, you got to roll. He's got
to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
1d6. 1d6 on them horses. I think I better look that up. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Let's not. It will.
It's happened to remember. I was like, oh wait a minute, I got a horse.
Yeah, that's the individual optional rules, combined arms, the Imperial Guard. None of that's happening. Where's that optional? It's an optional rule. Is it in here?
Yep. It's in campaign, I think.
Is it? Yep, there it is. You rolled a 3. On rolls of 3 or 4, no advance of any kind may take place by any unit type. That's interesting.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So you may not advance at all. On a roll of 1 or 2, you maintain control and may advance any unit type or not advance at all. On a 3 or 4, you may not advance any unit type. On a 5 or 6, 1 cavalry must advance. The advance may never violate any restrictions of case, which means if you don't have a leader, that's what we did too, is that if you don't have a leader, that's your advance.
Right. All right. So then, no one advances. Big knee. Let's see if we can take the last part of this town.
See, now I'm experiencing my first question about Tabletop Simulator. I know for a fact there are 2 counters here. There we go. Lego.
Where are you at? Oh, over there.
They're acting as a single unit. Were they joined? There they are. That was weird. Yes, it's because Mad Mark uses that snap feature, which I basically like.
All right.
So let's take a look at the Prussian 3 Corps very quickly. They have lost...
Yeah, they may be in trouble.
They have lost a total of... Let me make sure, because these are all 2 corps. The 3 Corps has lost 2, 5, 8, 11. Nope. 2 corps 20, 3 corps 14. Ooh. Oh, that's closer than you want. That's closer than you want. All right, Ron, where you at?
Sorry, those are my thing. Yep, right there.
Okay. That
The
dog.
wolves are howling.
The wolves are indeed howling, so that's a
The
6.
desktop wolves.
6.
Okay, so it is, but does he have any horse in there?
No, I don't believe so.
Then we are getting out of Dodge.
Oh, he gets to... Can you evade with your horse artillery?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I think so.
I know that your horses certainly may. But may your horse's artillery depart? Let's see here.
You got the same movement as horses.
That would be the logical thing. I just don't know.
Yeah, it would be logical.
Optional rule of French. Cavalry retreat before combat. Yes! Any cavalry or horse artillery which begins in an enemy zone of control and is adjacent to no enemy cavalry may retreat 1 hex. It is optional, and when the rule is employed, players are not forced to retreat before combat in such situations. It does not allow an enemy advance. So you're going to get out of Dodge, I imagine, right over there. Yep, so no advance. Run away. That is done. Very good.
Aw, Doug.
They wanted to play.
There may have been a plan there.
May have been.
So here we do discern 10 facing 6. That's 1-to-1 unless I'm...
And I got 1 artillery. Hold on.
Okay, and that's so it's
Oh,
15.
No.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. That artillery's being used for something else.
All right. So 10 to 6 is a 1-to-1.
He's trying to do a column shift up here.
I see. That is an attacker retreat.
You must go away now.
You have attempted to attack.
Well, go away.
You have attempted to attack us. We are not amused. Aha. And now another thing. Your silly knees bent column. Ooh, geez, that 1 unit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a 12. Versus 12, 15. So 15 to 12, 2-to-1 with the shift.
Oh, you did the shift. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 2-to-1 with the shift.
That is an attacker
I don't
retreat.
think that's... Yeah, I don't think that's good for...
Oh, sorry, that's a defender retreat. I apologize. A 2 is a defender retreat.
Yeah.
1 to 4 is
All right.
defender retreat. So you must go away.
You must
We're
go
going-
away.
We're going to go.
It's a major line shift.
Yeah, my goodness.
All right, so we'll go artillery here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 2 guys there. Yeah, we're gonna do some bumping, I think.
Yep. No really way around
Is
it.
what's gonna happen here. So we're gonna go
Run away.
this guy over here.
Holy conga line,
We
Batman.
French make you run away.
Yeah.
Here.
And frankly, Doug, we can just delete these cubes because you got to reestablish them anyway.
Right.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
If
kind of okay with that.
Kind of thought you would be.
all right. Over here then. At Quatre Bras. That's a 8, 12 to 5, which is a 2 to 1. Are you bringing any guns to the fore? I don't see any.
I don't think I have any.
All right, 2 to 1. 1 to 4 is good for you. That's a defender retreat.
And we would go away.
Just go away.
Do not attempt to move Delon.
No,
You
No,
must not.
make him
Not the
go away.
French. Not me. Me not go away.
You will not go away. And you may advance 1 unit
I
if
will
you
stay
wish.
firm. No, well,
You're good? All right. Is that it? I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Did you have
That's
any
it.
do you have any free gunshots anywhere? Don't miss your free
no,
artillery
that's-
shots if you
no,
have them.
Let me see.
Your dog is not happy about this.
He did not want
Probably.
She's totally against me. Both of them are totally
She's
against
probably a good Prussian dog.
that could be.
me. Good Prussian.
Isn't that redundant, Doug?
It's true.
I do not see,
Yeah, I don't see
any.
any. I don't see any artillery in
Oh,
range.
wait a minute. Can these guys still shoot?
Ridge.
Yep.
Ridge
yeah,
in
you're
town.
Right, Ridge right there.
Yeah, yeah, ridge
Yeah,
and
you got a
town.
ridge in a town.
Yep.
So
you're
you tell me which one blocks more, but this should not be set to disorder, should it? Pajol's not disordered or demoralized. He was flipped
No.
over,
No.
Oh,
and
was
nor is he this way.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I don't know. There we go.
No, I don't see any free shots.
No one is yet demoralized. 3 Corps is looking at it, but all right, very
There you
good.
go.
Doug, why don't you show us how you will command whichever side you want to start on?
Alrighty. So we're gonna start with it's 5 hexes, right?
It is 5 and 3, correct?
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and one of the activations is 3 core, obviously.
3 Corps.
And then we've got. So there's second core. Where the hell's the first core? I wanted to say that I had. Oh, there he is. Right there. Okay, so third core and first core are gonna activate.
All right. I fear that's going to leave some of these lads on the fringes out.
Yep.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a out of command stack.
Yep.
And this one, that's fine. That's fine. That one is 2 Corps. It is, so it's fine. Just looking around.
2 core is not activated.
Oh, okay. Bink.
So all the 2 core guys are fiddling.
They are wondering what's going on.
Right.
Okay. And then over here, well, these fellers are also 2 Corps.
Yep.
They're fine. How about you lads? 3 Corps? Well, you're good now. You're awake. And these boys way over here, well, they're just where they are.
Right.
Very good.
Alrighty. And then over here.
Yes.
You.
So Wellington activate
Wellington.
4.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure I believe, but that's okay.
The more I read on Wellington and how he like taking credit for something, he is actually really a jerk.
Oh yeah. Nobody ever said he
Yeah.
was likable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he
he's
is
a
a
complete
jerk.
jerk. I mean, no question in the Peninsular War that he ran absolute circles around the French marshals. But I think it's to the undying credit of his reputation that he never faced Napoleon until
Waterloo.
1815.
Yeah, Napoleon was done, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he faces Napoleon
Okay.
in 1807 to 10.
Different story. All right. Well, so basically, we're activating everybody.
Yeah, I don't see who's not. You got, because you're going to go over here.
We're all here.
Gang's all here.
Right.
Well, except these guys behind the woods.
Yeah, well, who are they, though? They are, I think they're in.
Yeah, because they're first.
One,
Yeah,
two,
but that's gonna
1,
be
2, 3. They're too
three-way.
far out. They're too far out. They're 4 out.
Oh, you mean these guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Other than that,
But these guys all should be good.
wakey.
So we can decubify.
Done.
Okay, so movie time.
Mm-hmm.
And trail is 1 regardless of terrain. Right?
Correct.
As long as it's contiguous.
Assuming you're following it. Exactly.
1, 2. And that's one of Perponcher's boys, right?
I think it is, yeah.
3, 4. Okay. Terrain cost of woods.
People are drifting slowly from their grills and all that other stuff to join us today, which is nice. Oh, the train cost is on the back of the main manual.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. Infantry and artillery 2, cavalry and horse artillery 4.
Haha, I heard myself get muted and I fixed it that time.
Nice.
Alright, so he's 3rd division, so 1, 2. One, two. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, no, I'm just looking at this movement over here.
Oh, yeah, apparently there are... Sweetie! There are redbacks in the woods.
Yeah, apparently.
It's 5th. Well, Bob, so much for formation integrity, huh?
You remember the time you jumped in the second session of our Trafalgar game, my friend?
Yes, I do. I do.
It's like a buddy of mine online is getting ready to play the fighting sail game of Cape St. Vincent. and it prompted a long discussion about, well, this game doesn't enforce formations. No, it doesn't enforce formations. You couldn't enforce formations in the real thing. You just did it because you didn't want to get killed.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Enforce? No. We don't do that.
You want to not do it, go with your bad self. Same thing here. You want to break up your ability to command your army? Feel free.
Feel free.
It ends badly. Hint.
Yeah, well, that's that whole thing with skirmishers in JTS as well, right?
Sure. No, I was playing a game with a guy online he was making that argument about skirmishers, and I said, let's play. And he threw these skirmishers out there. And in one turn, one cavalry regiment destroyed 3 of his battalions.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I just kept charging through them. And I said, what do you think would have happened in the real world? You put 800 skirmishers out there against my charging cuirassiers? What do you think they're going to do?
They're gonna get killed. I mean,
and not it's probably excessive because of the abstractions of the rules, but they don't. It's not like they run away. They're destroyed.
Right. They're gone. They're absolutely gone.
With the JTS sale, our Friedland scenario
I
is
have a
getting...
feeling you're trying to consolidate, but I don't know.
Actually, it's more his OCD. He doesn't like that the different colors aren't together.
Aren't together.
That's what that is.
It's kind of like War by Garanimals.
All the colors.
It's War by Garanimals.
It's Montgomery. I have to line everybody up nicely.
I can't bear it that the grey fellows are separate from the red fellows. Tuna, good to see you, man. You're going to be around with your son, yeah, for tonight?
Actually, these guys were here, and I'm going to move them here.
Hey, Marcus, good evening to you, if it is midday here.
Interesting.
Come into the trees, please.
We are having a picnic in here.
I don't have my hounds to root out the foxes.
Oh, nice. Good one. Yes. Have you had done over here?
I'm done over on the Anglo-Dutch side.
Just got to move the camera.
Done on the Anglo-Dutch side.
That's what I'm talking about. It is... who's playing? Yes, it is Doug and Ron. Unfortunately, we are Bobless. That makes us very sad. We hope everything is going well with Bob.
Very, very sad.
We'd love to have our Bob back.
No, don't go away. Come play.
Yeah, excuse us. We hear there's excellent knockwurst over at this village. Don't be ridiculous. You cannot even pronounce the name of that town. No, it's definite we can. Look, see, it is Coroy-le-Chateau.
The Chateau.
It's a chateau.
Yeah,
Hello.
It's like me trying to pronounce town names.
Hello, I am Dutch person. Definitely not Prussian. I'm sure I have...
I am so language illiterate, it's not even funny what the friggin'...
See,
other
my wife
languages.
speaks actually very good French, and my French is okay. But whenever we're in French Francophone countries, my wife is in charge. And
Nice.
we get off the Eurostar in Belgium, in Brussels, to go to Waterloo. And our hotel, mind you, is the Hotel Waterloo in Waterloo. All right. And it's known as...
How many of them are named that?
Well, it's Le Grand Hotel Waterloo. That's the name of it. So we get in the... And this guy was a New York cabbie, except he's in Brussels.
Really?
And he looks at us, and he goes... Basically gives us the French where to. And my wife, very politely, please, in French, please take us to the Grand Hotel Waterloo. And he looks at us and goes, lady, which one? This is all in French, mind you. And she's like, I'm sorry? He goes, yes, the Grand Hotel Waterloo. Which one? And she went, all this stuff. Finally, he says, ma'am, there are many big hotels in Waterloo.
Wow.
Because...
And
Yeah. I mean...
and so we finally said, no. We want the name of the hotel is the big hotel, and it's not on Waterloo Street in Belgium, in Brussels. It's in the village. And he looks at us and goes, ma'am, that's a 50-euro trip. And we're like, yeah, we're kind of option low in terms of getting there. So as we're driving there, he says, something, you guys are English, right? And I said, no, we're American. He goes, oh, okay, you've got a decent accent for Americans. I'm like, okay, good. And as he does, so can I say something to you guys? Sure. And he says, it drives me nuts the way you English speakers pronounce Waterloo. It's Waterloo.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, Waterloo. I like it better.
Yeah, it's like, and I was just, all I could think of was, I forget which country singer it is, but that song, Waterloo. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Much less the ABBA tune.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Most do.
Now it's going to get stuck in my head.
Sorry about that. No, Doug is playing all the allies in the absent as we are Bobless. Right on the fold of the map.
Need a cube.
Got a cube, yep. Oh, that was weird. Because of the snap, it actually drifted over. Nice. Right on the fold of the map.
You guys gotta be careful that it doesn't tip the token.
Saying. My comment when I took a picture and posted it this week of this battle was, the Prussians are trying to get their leg out of the mangler that is Lagny.
Yeah. That's about right.
Ooh, but we sense a trap.
Well, I don't know. He just wants there to be enough guys around for Wavre. I have absolutely no right to ask for such things, but I just really, just looking at my feed here and trying to keep up with everything, I really want Giorgio to do Jacobite figures. I have to do a collage.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do a collage, especially now that we're going to get our commands and colors.
Yep.
Jacobite Rising.
Yeah, and from Compass, so
it'll be nicer.
It'll be nicer.
Oh, and we'll get it in our lifetimes too.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
Well, every time I look at the flippin' list of games for Legrand Battles, First Command of Colors, Napoleonics, it just makes me mad. Give me my battles. Give them to me. Suppose I should check in. How you doing, Volker?
I'm doing well.
What you watching?
YouTube, Fortnite.
Fortnite YouTube videos. You gearing up for tonight? Commands and Colors? Carthaginians?
Yes. Ready to win.
Ready to win. All right. You gonna pull another rabbit out of a hat?
Yes. Wait. Hopefully not. Hopefully we won't have to.
All right.
But if necessary,
I'm gonna
yes.
stuff that rabbit in the hat.
He's gonna stuff that rabbit in your hat.
Yes.
Oh dear. The edge of which map is that, Ian? Oh dear. It was Pierre, the Prussians.
Hey, that's not loud.
That's hitting. Hey, teacher, the Prussians are hitting again.
I'm
The
telling.
Prussians are bullying.
Jimmy got stuck in my head. I have to play it now.
Go for it.
It's in the background for me.
Wonder if I could feed it into the game. Probably could. Oh, I know how I could do it.
And my wife goes, "Thanks, Jim."
Yeah, that's an earworm for you.
I don't know why she's complaining. It's one of her favorite movies.
Which one's that?
Mamma Mia.
Oh, sure.
I like ABBA to begin with, though. So.
Oh, yeah. If you're of an age, it was ubiquitous.
Not selecting this.
Alrighty. I
don't
didn't have any
swear.
reinforcements, did I? No.
No. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that real quick. Yeah, he gets some... The French actually get Mouton next turn.
Right.
And looking over here at our friends,
Getting
you don't get them till
close to
night.
dark.
Yeah, you don't get them till nighttime. When you get a boatload of horsies. Anyway, given that is so, where do you want to start the shooting or fighting?
All right. Well, let's go over here on the Anglo-Dutch side.
You got it.
And literally, the only thing I want to really do here is some cannon-y stuff. So, So this is adjacent, so we
Mhm.
can get a whopping 2 points to. That's not even worth doing.
Yeah, but you gotta. Because adjacent.
Oh, is combat obligatory?
Yes. Yes, yes.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Okay, well, in that case, yeah, I didn't really want to do that. So I got 5 to his
13.
13.
That is a 1 to 3.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
A 1. That's a defender retreat.
I'm
That's
okay with that.
That's an early Christmas gift from Santa on that
Yep.
one.
Don't mess with my Brunswickers.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. The Black Hat Boys are for
I
real.
guess so, huh?
That's right. There you go. Have some of that.
See, now my dogs are upset. You made them cry.
They're cheering.
Oh, is that what it is?
They're Brunswicker dogs. All right. What's artillery range again? 2?
2.
Okay. Well,
dude.
what the hell? Williamson's battery
Yep.
will fire on that cavalry. There.
Another 1 to 3.
Can't hurt me though. So
Nope. Only a
Sure.
1. A 1 pushes him back. Nope. Nothing.
We laugh at your balls. Cannonballs, that is.
That is.
Well, I have heard this about the French.
I've heard this about you French people.
All right.
That's it for Quatre Bras. All right.
Yep.
Over here at
on the
Lagny.
Prussian side. Don't think I have a lot of. Well, I could do that one.
Well, it's out of command, isn't it?
You can still shoot.
Oh, can you? Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
can cannonade. You can't do combat.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. And I think
Dang, that
that's
changes
all in
something.
there. That's still just a 1-to-1.
That's correct. Nothing.
All right. So
We fought in your general direction.
Yeah, no kidding.
here we go.
What feels right?
Here we go.
It feels
You gonna
wrong
run
to me.
I don't think
You brought
so.
you brought no
you
horses to that
could-
dance,
Yeah, the only horsey is horse artillery.
which
so,
doesn't count. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could run away should you decide to.
Actually, I can't.
You can't.
Yeah,
Thought.
here's the thing. It doesn't speak to that. That's what I was looking at, because I agree with you. I want to be clear. I agree. I don't know how
Yeah, I'm
you
But it
agreeing
doesn't
with
say
too.
that.
I'm
but it
fast.
doesn't say it. It just says you get to go. Odd arguendo, what's going to happen? He's going to wind up in Zach, and then he
Right.
gets attacked again and can leave again, unless you've got horses. So he goes there,
No.
These two,
Right.
he would attack here.
That's a 2-to-1.
and he can leave if he wants to.
You could run again.
Yep.
Is that how we're
And
gonna?
I-
If that's how you want to do it, I mean,
I
No,
understand,
I actually think that's feasible.
because you are running away.
I mean, that's cavalry, and it's a chain retreat.
okay. I just want to make sure because I was thinking like, wow, he really can't retreat.
No,
because
well,
we're
you
soft.
can't retreat if you're engaged in a fight, but this
Right.
is the idea that you get to run.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind we're abstracting what, an hour,
correct, right.
and these hexes are
Pretty big.
half a click.
Yep.
Right.
So
We were staying along
that's
this side of
yeah.
it.
that leaves us here.
Yep, that leaves us here. And you got 10 to
9.
13.
That's 13? You going, or just these guys?
These guys on these guys.
1-1. That's an attacker retreat.
You go away. Go.
I'm okay with that.
I am too.
Oh, look.
All right.
A mutually beneficial resolution. Who says we can't all get along?
It's win-win.
That's right.
7
We shake hands now?
5, 7.
to 11. 1 to 2.
Yep.
Gotta look up on my 1 to 2 chart. That is an attacker retreat. Is that everybody?
All right. That's it.
All right, let's roll along to the 8 o'clock hour at night. Last daylight. Last daylight.
Is there a reorg phase?
Reorg is
that
at the top of the
comes
turn.
Early.
Yeah,
it's
reorg is at the top of the turn.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Preceding command
All
control.
right, where do these guys come in?
Well, let's have a looky because you do get them, don't you? They should. It always says. Except when it doesn't.
Bhutan.
Thanks, guys.
No.
You guys.
Will you?
They are my record.
L 0334.
Lagny 0334.
And now
More for Nay can't command?
No, if it's L.
Yeah, they're over here. 0334.
How long? I'll take a quarter. I don't know what that guy was. All right, 0334.
0334 right there.
Yep.
Coming up from Charleroi.
Makes sense.
They come in the movement phase, right?
Right. They just move on.
Yeah, and you have to do that bit where each one it increments its already spent movement
Correct.
points.
Yeah, like it's lined up.
It tends to work out the same way as long as you stay in column. If you try to come in broadly, it doesn't work. But first we have to ask...
Go
ahead.
right, by commands.
Well, actually, first we got to check. I don't think you do, but do you have anybody to reorg?
Negative.
Yeah, because you got to be a good chunk of distance away.
Yeah, you got to be 10 hexes away.
Yeah, so that's not...
No, I'm still pushing.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, actually, and command is first. Command is first and then reorg. So what you got for command?
Right.
Where do you want to start?
All right. Here.
Starting over here at Lagny.
Boost.
Okay, woken up.
And 4 again.
2 and 4.
And put it on.
All right.
He'll activate 4.
Yeah.
He'll activate 3rd, and he'll activate the card.
That's everybody. Except over here.
Sir. Yep. He's just been diddly-daddling.
They've just been hanging out, smoking cigarettes. Those are...
Right. Nay will activate 2nd. They brought their lovely...
Royal. Got it. That's 1 core.
That's 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to activate 2 core.
2,
Am I correct?
2. Yes, 2 core. All 2
So
here.
that's 1,
That's
2,
3 you just did.
Oh,
No,
bugger.
that's 3.
Gets 1 back. That's it for them.
Right here. No.
That's 1 core. Ah, but
No, but underneath this too.
So let's do
You
that.
know what though? I'm activating this 1 core guy out of his command.
That'll be his one thing. Okay, got it.
Yeah. 2 right here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, and 2's right here.
Yeah. So that puts these lads out.
Correct.
Got it. it does give you the sense of riding back and forth across the battlefield. No, you guys go. No, you guys go.
Well, yeah, which is particularly
exactly.
what they had to do.
Yep. So you're gonna start moving over here.
You may go. No, you may go. Yeah, might as well start over
All
here.
right. Hey, Destruct, what's up, man?
Want to come back and play?
Red declares there is no kissing and making up in war. Referring to our earlier...
He obviously never fought during the 16th century. On that note, I will direct you to Hollenspield's new game.
Yes.
Field of the Cloth of Gold.
Which, you know, it's one of my favorite incidents in all of human history.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's this aggressively angry, take that gift-giving game cracks me up.
Right.
No, my lord, I give you this wonderful gift. Oh, you bastard. No, I give you this gift. You figure
Alright, we're
everybody
good on
over
this
here in
side.
the forest is saying, ah, thank God they've got the red cubes this turn.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
That means they... What does that mean, sir? It means they can't attack us.
Okay, that's good on this side.
Over to Lagny. And your reinforcements if you want to bring those on now or whenever. Well, here we go. Speaking of kissing, hugging, and making up.
And yes, I have caused him to deploy the entire guard against a single cavalry regiment.
He's got to be careful about
It's
that.
okay.
I know he does.
Good old Friant. It is amazing. I'm finishing up the my Teugenhausen set for Essence Resultat. And Even in 1809, there's an entire divisional commander we don't know the name of.
Huh.
Yeah, it blew. There's a discussion on the boards because the two guys, as I told you, there's these two of us that are doing the same battle. We're both doing Teugn-Hausen, and there's a blank in David's guidebook, and we both almost simultaneously posted the same question: "Who is this guy?" And he said, "It's just a guy we don't have the name for." I was very surprised by that.
Austrian? It has to be an Austrian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. In Rosenberg's Fourth Corps.
The aptly named Sir not appearing in this film.
That's exactly what I said. Sir not appearing in this battle. I actually, along with the Pig of Royth, who, and by the way, he is labeled the, all capitals, Pig of Royth.
Because there is only one.
There's only one. There's only one. It is amazing, though, how much artillery Charles had if he could have only gotten it to the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the Austrians have significant artillery, which actually stems from their artillery reorg they did right before the 7 Years' War. They really invested heavily in that arm.
Mm-hmm.
But tactically, they were still using it like it was 1757.
Yeah, it's in these parks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, like, they don't really know how to use it.
The battle is over there, guys. Oh, here they come.
Yeah, they don't really know how to use it.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And they really should have. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Frederick basically taught them how to use it through painful lessons.
Yep.
And they still never. I mean, you see it at Austerlitz. I don't remember how much artillery the Russians have at Friedland.
They got a lot of guns, is what they got.
Mm-hmm.
They had tons.
Now, admittedly, given the weather conditions, it was probably tougher to move it at Friedland, but... Though actually, no, weather's not bad at Friedland, it's Eylau.
Yeah, Eilau's a nightmare. But remember,
Eylau
Napoleon's forever on the attack, so...
Yeah.
You get that famous Murat cavalry charge straight into the guns. You're probably going to have to put him here, Ron, in order to keep the numbers right.
Oh, that's what I meant to do. Sorry. I'm looking at a different angle because I was trying to bring it over. Sorry.
No worries. Because, yeah, as long as you stick to a column like that. Oh, grabbed them both.
There we go. That's all the movement.
All right, the 6th Corps has arrived. Some battles are to start. What do you want to go to first?
Let's start all the way here on the right.
You want to go? Hey, Doug, you want to go?
He can't.
Oh, because did he bring horses? Oh, he did.
He brought horse.
He brought horses.
Yes, I did.
Though I gotta wonder.
Yeah, there is a stream.
He could still attack,
No, it
though.
doesn't say it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that.
He brought horses to the fight. 6.
Yep.
16. You throwing this gun in, I imagine? Or no?
Yes.
21.
I'm 5.
To 10.
But I'm a...
Right.
Yeah.
So 2 to 1, 3 to 1 with the shift because of combined arms.
Ooh.
That's a retreat for the defender. And you have no leader, so
roll.
You must roll because you have horse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
A 1.
You would think by now.
I think that's a May.
Cavalry retreat. Cavalry impetus. Maintains control any unit type or not as you see fit. Bridge. Next.
Alrighty.
That guy fired. Hey, Doug. How about these guys?
I think he's got horse in there.
Did he bring horsey?
Yes.
Oh, there they are.
Right here.
Oh boy.
And
So-
artillery.
Well,
Like I said, he deployed the entire guard against a cavalry regiment.
true.
I have a plan. I have a plan.
30, 24, 31. Are these guys out?
No, these guys are out here. No.
There's
guys don't
31,
count.
I believe. Yeah, 31 plus the Emperor's daughters. 31 is 43. Is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much your 6 to 1.
Yeah.
Just don't roll a 6 or a 5.
You had to say something, didn't you?
Sorry. Oh, that's an exchange. That's bad. That's bad. Holy cow. So you got to kill one of these. I think it'll be, well, it's up to you. But you got to kill somebody.
You had to kill somebody.
Now, the guard recul. Hang on, kids.
Yep.
Ooh. Guard. Demo.
Now I get the bad roll.
That was, oof. That's not the one you want. Where is that rule? Is that in the main rules now?
I thought that was campaign.
I thought it was 2, but I
No,
didn't
no.
see.
Maybe not.
Imperial
It's
Guard,
an
there it
optional.
is.
Optional.
The infantry. If any infantry unit is involved in an attack, that was, and it was. It was
Reduced
involved in
by
an attack,
20
and the
points.
result of that attack is an AEAREX. You are immediate. Whoa! Ow! Succeeds in demoralizing. Okay. AE, AR, or exchange. I don't see how to avoid it.
Yeah, it's 20 points.
Wow. That's why you don't commit the guard, I guess.
Yeah, you
Not
know.
unless you're serious.
Yeah. So let's look at this over here now. See, because we don't use those. See, that's the thing. We in these rules here are for the individual battles. This is, yeah, so I don't think that applies here because there isn't 20 to take it from because that would demoralize the guard, which is crazy. That's not what that intends to do. So I think
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
he's going to get away with this one.
I think that's the case.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just a guard rule for the individual battles. Ooh. But still, that's a unit of guard horse that's dead. Ouch. Come with me, gentlemen.
No, that was fourth corps.
Oh, those are
Horses
4-core
that-
guys? Okay. Still.
Still,
Alright.
yeah, still.
So this is 1 course. Excuse me, please, if you'd come over with me. What shape is in 1 core?
I think he's still in good shape.
Yeah, one course in good shape.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
good
that's just
shape right
5.
there.
it's
Is he
5.
demoralized, or he comes in demoralized?
He's got one guy that's
He-
in demoralized.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the French 4-core. Oh, that's right. The guard has actually already taken a death. The Fevre doesn't guard cav.
Oh, right.
All right, so you may advance into this hex if you wish. Yeah, Yeah, because you have... Yeah,
No,
you're
I
cav.
gotta roll. I still got cav.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Okay, I can move anybody.
Yeah, move anybody you like.
Move them all. No,
No leaders. Cool.
Alright, here.
So 11, 21 to 5. No shift. 4 to 1.
What is with the 5s now on the attacks?
That doesn't matter this time. Now it's a defender retreat.
Right. And I'm gonna go ahead and bump him.
Now he can, yeah, they can both come. Exactly. Okay.
I'm gonna call that a
hold on,
pretty
hold on,
successful rearguard action.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you know what?
Huh.
Don't want them to go.
Okay.
Well, I gotta think. No, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
No.
We'll hang on. We'll hang on.
Nope, don't want them to go.
Take a moment.
Yeah.
All right,
The
so
reason
this
is I don't want my guys out
is
of command.
12 to 4. 3 to
Didn't
1.
you have these guys? You had these guys.
Yep.
Move one of those guys. Because those guys were in the attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll move that guy up.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a 3 to 1. Defender retreats. Got to roll for it. That's the cavalry. It must follow. That's it.
I believe that's it here. Yeah. Yep.
Over here now, Captain Bra. I see some things. 11, 17, 22.
6 doubled 12.
1 to 1.
Ah.
That's a retreat.
Defender or attacker?
Oh, sorry, attacker.
And attacker.
Yeah,
So I
sorry.
thought, yeah. Them boys keep going backwards over there.
They do.
I know.
Every time he wakes them up, they'd go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a deuce and a 5. So that's a 5 total. 13 to 5 is a 2 to 1.
Except I'm in the woods.
You are? Oh, look at that.
I am.
So it's a 1 to 1. What'd you roll?
4.
4. That is an attacker retreat. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Your fanny is in the woods. No doubt about it. Hooba dooba.
Okay, well, this attack's on this side really. Bleh.
That's pretty much what happened to my guy, Nay. That's,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
there's,
See
a lot of
why.
truth. There's a lot of truth there. All right.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Sir Doug, it is your turn.
Command phase for the Allies.
Okay.
So while you do that, I'm gonna go get myself a drink.
Good call.
We are going to activate first and second core.
Okay. That's going to take a lot of markers off, I think.
Yep.
Takes this. So where is second core coming from? Right there. All right. So 1, 2, 3. So the only guys that are going to be out, dude here, dude here. Obviously, correct me if you disagree. But by my count, I'm just counting, which I realize is hard.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's all fine.
He should be okay.
Who's
First
he?
Corps commander's here.
Oh, that's what I'm missing. Thank you.
These guys are all good.
Yep.
All the First Corps in, And for second corps, the only ones that are out, he would be.
I keep focusing on Blucher. His magnetic presence demands my attention.
So that comes off.
Correct. And
However,
these lads,
these guys all get cubes.
there it
All right.
is. Away and over here.
Okay, and over here, everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even dude.
Yeah, everybody is good.
Good to be
All right.
Good to be Wellington.
Yeah, exactly. Particularly when they can't actually even figure out how many cores he's got at this point.
Exactly. Away you go.
All right, so let's do this.
Hey, Andres, thanks for the 4th of July. It's good to see you. The British Navy in World War I named 2 ships Ney and Sioux.
Yes, they did. They
How
were
is it?
monitors.
That's exactly what Andres is saying. How is it? No, wait a minute.
It was a backhanded compliment that they decided to name 2 marshals who helped the British Army win at Waterloo, and they gave the names to 2 singularly ineffective weapons platforms.
Was that really the reason? It was a Waterloo slap? Oh.
I have heard it explained that way. Yes.
Wait a minute, did I miss a history lesson?
Well, Andres came on and said, and Doug confirmed, that the British Navy in World War I named 2 ships Ney and Sioux. But they did it, well, first of all, as Doug points out, and Andres said it as well, that they named monitors, which were these rather ineffective weapons platforms. But further, the reason they did it, if the scuttlebutt be true, using a naval term, if the scuttlebutt be true, was to thank the French, in a way, for having fielded 2 marshals who helped the British win at Waterloo.
Wow.
Man, that stuff didn't die easy. I was wondering why there was no HMS Davout, for God's sake.
Right. Well, that's it.
Or HMS Lan.
I mean, the ultimate. There was probably one even worse insult.
Okay, what was it?
That they could have done. And that is to have named a ship in honor of, to salute their French allies, to name a ship after who, Jim?
Yeah. You know, this is the stuff that's very hurtful, is what that is. But that's what you get. That's what you get out of 500 years of rivalry, in fairness.
That's right.
Well, actually, where does that rivalry start? I mean, arguably, it starts with William the Bastard in 1066.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It starts with, and really doesn't get settled until the First World War.
Mm-hmm.
So it lasts about 900 years.
Yeah, well, and it is because of the Norman claims both ways, and really you probably get the worst of it. It probably really kicks off with Henry II.
Sure. And because he winds up with one of the canniest marriages in the history of marriage.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's largely why you get the Habsburg Valois thing too.
Well, that's why you get the 100 Years' War, for God's sakes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so them's those guys.
No, Davout was no ladies' man. Oh my God, no, he was an irascible prick, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
Incredibly nearsighted, incredibly nearsighted, but also he is rare among the Napoleonic marshals. He enters into a marriage that lasts his whole life. He's absolutely devoted to his wife.
Oh yeah, Davout is just your average, everyday, kind of normal dude.
Yep.
You know, I mean, an incredible military mind, but just sort of a grumpy bastard
Oh yeah.
that really didn't want to have anything to do with most of the hijinks. It's really pretty interesting.
No, if you were to give me my 3 things to fix the Waterloo campaign, such as it might be fixed, it would have been, number 1, Berthier doesn't get thrown or jump out of a window.
Right.
Number 2, probably don't give Grouchy a corps level command, for which he was singularly unfitted. Well, no, you know what? I'll take my number 2. Forgive Marat and let him come back. You know, forgive Marat, because you can't have your best cavalry commander sitting wondering what's going to happen to him. And then third, and probably most importantly, do not make Davout your minister of war. He's got to be a field.
He did have a right to be pissed at him, though.
He did. They all did. But you got to let that stuff go. The only guy I wouldn't have forgiven would have been Bernadotte. That guy.
Who is exactly who the English should have named a ship after.
Yes. Returning to the start of this conversation.
Right.
Name it the freaking Bernadotte.
Hey, where's third going?
If you're asking that question.
Come back. We have presents.
Beware of French bearing gifts. Oh yeah, Marat, that's a ladies' man. Holy cow. But truthfully, I was actually in a discussion on Twitter about the most licentious of Napoleon's leaders, commanders, marshals, kings. It might be Jerome. When Jerome is made king of Westphalia against the better judgment of everybody else on the planet, notably the Westphalians, he makes his way through an impressive string of mistresses. But yeah, Marat was certainly given to the tender gender. And besides, Davout is also old, middling French nobility.
Right.
It's a bit, his name isn't Davout. It's it's Daoust.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a title. He changes it with the Revolution. I was reading an article today that one of Massena's kids, great-great-great-grandkids, is still a big figure down in Nice, where there's a museum and one of his former homes that he donated to the French Republic. Huh. Yeah. And he is still the Prince of Essling. He still styles himself the Prince of Essling. Like, oh, dude, you go with your bad self. Kind of proud of the French for not renouncing all those, considering they came with nothing. I mean,
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Call yourself the Prince of Essling all you want, but... I mean...
Je suis le Prince d'Essling.
Right.
Oh, God, he's doing it again. He's doing it again.
I am the Prince of Home Place in the same way, right? I mean,
Right. It was like when Peter Griffin declared, Peterania?
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Declared his house a sovereign nation. What's he doing? Oh, he's the Prince of Essling. Let him be. It's fine. He's not hurting anybody.
Right.
He looks like him, though. That's the crazy part. That blood ran thickly. Apparently, his grandfather owned the estate and he was afraid what would happen to it during the First World War, so he gave it to the government in the hope they would protect it.
Huh.
It's a nice thing to have, a house right on the Mediterranean coast. I would take it.
Heck yeah.
Pardon us, we have a day where March. I want to show the folks at home, just because I've been zoomed in a little bit, just what Doug is up to. That's why this game is so great. You know, you tend to fight in these SPI games on a single map, but the campaign links it together and shows you, oh, no. There's a whole nother world up here to the north.
Mm-hmm.
I realized it'd been a little time since I'd posted a proper screenshot, so let's get some pictures out there for the fans. Why not? One of the many reasons I was hoping to see Bob today, not just because we wanted to play games with him, was because I was curious to know if Newcastle is one of those parts of England that has decided to open up from the COVID.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if they are or not. I'm going to call that good.
All right. Did you do your business? I don't think you did any business over here, did you?
Yeah, he just did it.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Missed it. Sorry
Just one move.
Yeah.
What was your move?
I just moved him.
The foxes are staying in the woods.
Got it. Who is to blame them? Well, this will make this side the simplest, I suppose. I imagine you'd like to do some free gunnery.
Yeah, we got some gunnery. Absolutely, we got some gunnery. We've got 2 and 2.
That adds to 4.
Oh, right
One,
there.
1 to 2. Nope. He stays right where he is.
Yep.
As the cannonballs go whizzing over his head.
He's blocked line of sight.
Yep. I'd say that's it over here at the QB.
Yep, that's it. Over there
So we shoot
and
over
over
here?
here. I don't think there's really probably anything over here.
Well, these fellas are...
Yeah, they could, but I want to use them in the...
We gotta fight.
Kind of bombard and...
You
right,
gotta fight?
right.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but
I see what you're saying.
We're
I
just
got
talking
you.
about
he was
artillery.
bombarding.
Yeah. Gotcha, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Anything else?
No,
Nope,
everybody
nothing
else
else.
is
The
kinda
only thing
far
else we
away.
got is this.
Let's do it.
Everything else is this.
He brought horses
So
to
we
this
got
fight.
We get a 2-1 there.
There it is. Do your thing. That's the defender has to retreat. You may advance if you... Oh, it's right. You got to roll.
A roll.
Gotta roll. You must stand still. You may not advance anyone. I oddly enough think you're not happy about that.
Crush me.
I know.
Crush me.
Really? I don't have to go the opposite way I'm going? Well, that was quick. My goodness. Clear.
Well, you know, the Prussians may be fighting a rear guard action here, you know?
Could be. All right, well, that takes us to night. Nighttime. Click over.
Sleepy sleep.
Sleepy sleep. Let's remind ourselves about nighttimey behavior. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. No entering Zoc. There was special stuff in the overnighty turns. Obviously, in the morning, we're going to have to check our supply.
Right.
Because it ain't morning yet. Night game terms. There is no reorg phase. All units are considered out of command. And there is no reorg. But there's also movement limitations, if my memory serves me. Just saw it. You may not enter Zoc during night or rain. Nope, that's it. Just that. So there's no command, there's no reorg, you may not enter Zoc. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Mm-hmm. So we skip a whole lot of stuff. Everybody's out of command, so don't have to do any cubes. Ron, you're first. Where do you want to go?
Alright, starting here on the right.
For the record, our wives, the people in our lives, treat us better than we could ever deserve. My wife just brought me grilled brats.
Hey, no, that's not bad.
Now, actually, because he's over a river, his Zoc doesn't come across.
Where?
And yeah, you can
Correct.
move there.
Correct. Wait, is that the dial, though?
No.
Nope. I think they extend across streams.
They do. Yeah, you're right. Those
Oh,
are
okay.
streams. Yep,
Alright, never
those are
mind.
streams. Those are streams.
Yeah, just rivers.
I really Susu.
Word from Ian, who is reporting from over the briny, is that Newcastle is pretty central, so it's likely to be open. That could account for Bob's absence.
He may be down at the pub.
Yep. What is his pub of choice?
Oh God, I can't remember the name of it. I've been to it. I can see it, and you can actually, if you sat outside, which we did not do because it was too early in the season, but if you sat outside, you actually could see a chunk of Hadrian's Wall. But it's got one of those sort of, quintessential English pub names, the a Hare and Anchor or something,
The Plow and Harrow.
Right, yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, my buddy Andy, his place in Birmingham is the Plow and Harrow. But my fondest memory was of the. We're going over here. Was of being in
Oh,
Portsmouth.
sorry, yeah, you were talking, we're shifted.
No worries. Was the ship's Anson in Portsmouth, where the nice lady took a fondness to Edward, and was scaring him with stories of how they used to kidnap sailors out the back door.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Alrighty.
This whole no combat phase thing speeds things up.
Yeah, it speeds things up.
All right,
We can nuke cubes.
You got no dudes. Wait,
Oh.
let me-
Wait a minute, Doug. Take back these. I forgot about my other division.
Oh yeah.
It's no big deal. You can't fight anyway. So
Right. Yeah, he probably wants them up there.
just I'm just nuking cubes. Don't mind me.
Ron, don't forget.
Forget what?
That's your objective.
Oh, right. I'm having fun playing with the Prussians right now.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, and Naya's sitting over here going, not having a good time. Not gonna lie.
I'm perfectly
right?
happy. I really was not in my best interest to point that out, but
Spoken like a gentleman.
No, that's fine.
All right, so 6
I'm
cores
not
up.
worried about supplies, though.
Yeah, one should worry about supplies in this game because entire divisions can vanish. Trust me on this. Doug, you're up.
alrighty.
Which way do you want to start?
Oh, we'll just start over here with the Prussians.
Alrighty, I'm gonna watch you.
We'll start over here with our Prussian buddies. Okay. Let's think about this.
Velker and I have been talking about it, and we're actually approaching 400. We're actually approaching 500 subscribers on the YouTube channel. And I think what I'm going to do is when we hit 500, I'm going to give away codes for Tabletop Simulator because they're cheap.
Yeah, good point.
Come on over, kids. Play some more games. Play with fun people, including Prussians who are fleeing headlong down the road in the middle of the freaking night.
Yes, but I will note that the Prussians have exited Ligny with no demoralized corps.
Yes, that is almost, but almost doesn't count. My dude over at Napoleonic Impressions, this wonderful shop that's opened up with all sorts of silly Napoleonic stuff. Here's the tweet. I encourage everyone playing this game and watching it to comment. I'm going to. They like to do a thing called Salon Saturday where they discuss issues related to the era. We've run out of serious topics, so we're just going to go with this. Which historical figure from your period of interest, key point, would you like to punch in the face? Oh, that couldn't possibly be an easier question for me. Cool. And I've even got a picture of him as king.
Now, the Swedes will be upset with you.
They can deal. They named their king because he was nice to their soldiers? I realize there have been worse reasons men have become kings. I stipulate to that. The French are going to wake up and wonder where all the Prussians went.
You know?
Although I will say, and I know you're going to play in the next one, Ron, this happens a lot in the online Kriegspiels.
Mm-hmm.
You think you've got that enemy you've been chasing for 2 solid days pinned down, and you wake up in the morning and they decided to march away.
And they're gone.
I do mean
Disappeared.
gone. We had a guy. He's a great guy. He's on the Armchair Dragoons forums, and he was a newbie to the idea of a Napoleonic Kriegspiel, and his experience was much more World War II. And when he woke up, and I told him, because he woke up, gave orders to attack at dawn, and he came out. He said, "What do you mean they're gone? How many guys were there?"
They're gone.
Said, "What do you mean they're gone?" I said, "Yeah, they're gone. All of them? All of them."
Alrighty. There we go.
I don't like it. Do it over.
Got over this side. I got to do something, though.
Okay. Hey! Come back!
My guy Conrad Kinch just posted to Twitter. I posted my Bernadotte picture, and he said, "Who is this?" I said, "This is the guy that Napoleon should have let Davout kill after Auerstedt."
Yep.
I have a feeling I don't want to play no more.
None of the Prussians want to play anymore. Neither apparently do the
Only
British.
the British now.
Holy cow! I guess I didn't realize that the Allies were almost off the map. Well
Yeah.
done. He's buggered off. So he has. He's scampered.
The foxes are leaving the underbrush. Chase them, my hounds.
Marshal Ney, with all due respect, given how dark it is in a Belgian forest at night, you go chase him.
Yeah, you know.
The Twitter feed on which guy you want to punch in the face has now become delightful.
Nice.
Napoleonic Impressions posts, if Napoleon had let his marshals kill each other, there would have been none left.
That's a point.
The other response is, two marshals enter, one leaves.
All right, these guys were both at 6. All right. There we go.
Well, we know there's no shooting, and there's no zacking, so that must mean it's the next day.
Well, it's the next night turn.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Well, it's 2400, so that puts us there.
Yep.
It's midnight. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This little green dude shows up. At Belle Alliance. That's it.
Yep.
He's it right there. But anyways,
Right.
we'll get to him in a little bit, because first the French get to do their thing. I don't think... Yeah, the French are done as far as reinforcements are concerned. I just want to
Right.
make sure that their clock is advancing correctly. It is. Thank you so much. It remains a night turn. Where do you want to start? Ron.
Yeah, good question. Let's start on the left this time.
All right. We don't know you're there, but we know you're there.
You know?
That's awesome. I don't blame you one little bit. I'm just saying. That's just funny, is what that is. Oh, now we get to go into the trees. And honestly, yeah, the Leipzig thing makes me mad. There's no doubt. But my thing with Bernadotte really does come down to Auerstedt. I mean, I am convinced he did that specifically because he thought Napoleon would lose. And if Napoleon lost, he was going to try to take the throne.
Oh, most definitely.
There's plenty of other examples of Bernadotte being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I mean, it is evident throughout the wars that he is, shall we say, less than committed to the cause.
Right. And look, 80% of the general marshals were jealous of Napoleon or thought he was, they all saw, look, they said, why not me, basically.
Right.
That I get that, except Berthier and a couple of others. Although Berthier, I've really got to get into a good modern biography. All my stuff is much older, and unfortunately, it's a bit of a hagiography because it's in French.
Mm-hmm.
But I've really got to get into a good modern bio of, I don't know if there is one in English, of Berthier.
That's probably the issue.
All right, I'm on the right now.
Yep, watching you. Thank you. Cannily done. Cannily done, Doug. Yeah, we are leaving Lagny, but some of us like it here, so we are staying.
We are going to camp right here.
Yeah,
You
and
can
so
see our fires.
yeah, these are our fires, and you are not allowed to go through us. No. No. That is it.
Welcome to my rear guard.
Yeah. Hello. We are the Prussians, and we are not. What are you doing? This is such a great game.
Yeah, and I was really kind of impressed that because I got Decision Games Pavia this week.
Yeah.
Just because I need every possible depiction of Pavia that I can get.
Well, it's a small universe anyway, but go on.
Yeah, and I did not realize that what they had done there, that whole Musket and Pike series, which is only 2 games.
I was going to ask, 'cause I saw you post about that, and I immediately went to their website. What do you mean series? How many are in it?
Yeah, it's 2.
It's a. I don't think
apparently they never did anymore.
I don't think that's a series yet, but go on.
It's Brittenfield and Pavia.
Okay, because that's what you know how I feel about Breitenfeld, and so you like the redo of the rules.
I do.
Okay.
Now, granted, I haven't really played it yet. I've read the rules and got the counters out, but I like the additions. I really do. I think they are period. Everything in it is very period appropriate.
Cool.
It makes sense.
That's a Decision Games is not my favorite, but it's weird. Their little folio games, like their game on Khartoum, is really good. It's a little bit.
we liked that Saalfeld game. That
Yeah,
wasn't bad.
yeah, no, it wasn't. It's you're right about that. So it seems like their little games function reasonably well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really can't say that I have any complaints about any of the folio stuff that I've done. You know, I would not buy the, um, the Wellington game or
Well, their Napoleon's
any
Last
of
Battle
that.
game is a Travis
Yeah,
Shamrockery.
yeah. I wouldn't touch it. But I'll tell you what, the Pavia, I really like how they depict the separate arms for that era. It really lines up. I think the guy who did it really understood it.
Cool. That'd be a must-have.
Yeah, especially for the price.
Sure. I mean, you're gambling a stamp at that point.
Yeah.
To answer your question, OJ, yes, certainly earlier in his life, and well, Napoleon never speaks good French. His French is always inflected. It's always very Italianate, and he gets that held against him. His stature, he's slight, not just the height thing, which is overdone, but his stature, and he always has this olive complexion, which does put him out as less than. But I think it really is much more this group of guys, all of whom came up in the Revolution. Some of them become dear friends, the Lannes, the Desays, some of the others. But some of them wonder how this guy did. They come off as Jacobins. Oh, how could he subvert the Republic this way? It's more like Steve Martin in the absolute classic All of Me, where he tells the jury, it's not that my father didn't want to exploit the workers and take advantage of the capitalist system, but as a plumber, he didn't have much of a chance. It's. I think it's sort of the same thing. I think the envy more just came from the fact that Napoleon was perceived as a profound opportunist, which he was. Mm-hmm. He was a chancer.
Which he was. Never find the chance either, by the way.
Yeah, well, and it's like they all could have tried. He just did it. And having been around politics a long time, sometimes people just do things, and other people are like, oh, he shouldn't have done that. And then they realize, well, they wanted to, they just didn't.
Well, and he got away with it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the thing. He figured out that it was the time that he might get away with this, and he did it. And everybody let him get away with it. I mean, it's a bit of a metaphor for right now. All right. So you're done there.
Yeah, it looks like you're done, Ron.
Yes, sir.
All right, your turn. Don't forget, you get this mighty force.
Yeah, where's he come in?
Here's
B0605.
Belle Alliance. That's going to be way up here.
Yep.
My guess is
he comes in from Brussels.
Yep, he's marching in from Brussels.
Come here, boy.
As soon as you coming that way, there's a good pretzel and beer place down there. Can you bring me some?
If you see anything worth having, let me know.
Belgian waffles and Belgian beer. All right.
All right, Andres, hopefully we'll see you tonight. Rest up. Yes, I have read Napoleon Victorious. I love the fact that we are slowly building an audience, and I do mean at a glacial pace, but it's happening. Now remember, Doug, you may be entitled to more movement there.
I've been skipping
Good.
one.
Good.
I mean, these guys could go further. I've just stopped them there.
Okay, that was sort of my point. Darlon's one corps providing a military escort for the departure of the Allies.
You know, just waving across the field. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Really, was that just... No, I was going to say, I thought I had a...
That's funny. That picture you tweeted of the guy that's using the commands and colors board for a horse and musket. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
When do we get Napoleonic horse and musket? Just trying to book time.
Next year.
Not soon enough. Continue.
Next year. Now, having said that, Volume 4, which I'm working on right now, does include Napoleon.
So you got some of the early battles?
But it's the revolutionary battles.
Sure.
It's the him becoming emperor stuff.
La patrie en danger.
Yep.
Good boy. It's ain't easy for me to decide to break off. You know, it's kind of upsetting me.
We were just getting to know one another.
Okay, so Jim, just to break some silence here, any ideas of maybe coming up with another campaign game, maybe up soon or anything like that you may be working on?
What do you have in mind? What are you talking about?
Anything, a Napoleonic like campaign, like is that what was you set up those armies for the?
Oh, you talking about Scharnhorst? Yeah, as soon as OJ gets off his
Or
self, I sent him the stuff. We're gonna do a. I need to train on it.
Darn it, Mike!
Yeah, this is OJ's fault now. I'm blaming him. No, I've got Velker's got his army done. Zeke has his army done. You've got yours done. I've actually got all your armies built on a whole nother table here in TTS. I've got the Scharnhorst maps done, and what I want to do, I want to learn the system before diving in and doing a massive Blucher campaign using Scharnhorst, because I would either do the 1809 campaign, go figure, or the 100 Days, which we could have everybody be corps commanders, which would be kind of groovy.
That'd be cool.
And then resolve battles with Blucher. Yes, is the answer. The other thing is I've been playing a lot with the idea of resolving combat in the Friedland Val game using Blucher. I think I figured out how to do it. I've been talking to the guy who wrote Flight of the Eagle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants me to use his rules, which is the Eagle fights, which are battalion level.
Right.
And I love them.
Ooh, battalion level?
Yeah, they're fun, but I'm going to be learning a new battalion level set, and that's going to be ESR. That's my battalion set for right now.
Yeah, that was my next question about asking about ESR game.
Yep.
Or even could you do use the Flight of Eagles for a campaign with ESR combat?
Yes, you could. Blucher's easier. Remember, or that's right, you don't know this because you've not played in it. In the Flight of the Eagle, units are divisions. And
Okay.
DDA warns you, don't ever break them down much beyond brigades.
Yeah, it's really ugly if you try and do that.
Yeah, so it's like he said, look, and so if you stick to brigades, you're fine. And oddly enough, that's the level Blucher's at. Ta-da.
Right.
So, looks
Okay,
like you're
that
done,
makes
Doug?
sense.
No, I have to move these guys.
Oh, the Prussians. Yeah, gotta let me know. I gotta show the people. Gotta show the people.
Moving
yeah.
the Prussians even as we speak.
There they are. It's always trying to get that good camera shot. Gotta get the shot. Uh-huh. Yeah, try to cover for yourself, Mike. Go ahead. See if anybody believes you. I have the microphone.
What did he say? I don't have it on the
I
answer.
only had to wait 3 months for Cyrano to send it to me.
Which was how long ago?
Thank you.
Yes, Mike, I am siding with Jim on this one.
Yeah, because you just want to get going. Yeah, Velker's been ready. Velker, actually, you did yours first, right, man? Velker. Oh, man, he is into this movie. You did your first Blucher army, right?
Yes.
You were first. I think so. Then Zeke did his, and then Ron did his. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I want to sort of have I want to have two simultaneous campaigns because base level Scharnhorst only results in one battle.
Right.
That is not true. Was it? Was it this week? These are long weeks, Mike. You're gonna have to give me a break here. I finally
No,
want.
you gave it to him. I thought you gave it to him a while ago.
It might really be. He might be right.
Oh.
It's how long did? Oh boy. Not all of us are politicians who can play games all day.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, that's a wow.
Harsh.
That's grim business.
Hmm.
Thursday, 2:34 p.m. Or Tuesday, sorry.
Oh.
Tuesday.
Oh wow, he's got it down. Huh?
Yeah, I sent it to him I had to send him a Dropbox thing, so he's got it in an email.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that was still Wednesday, Thursday,
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. How long does it take to build an army? Come on, dude.
I mean, it
Mister,
did
I
take
wanna
me
do the
a day
Prussians.
and a half to really figure it out. But...
Besides, I got to sit down and actually build you some Prussians. I don't think I've got a Prussian Blucher army. Now that I think about it.
So what is it? I'm French. Velker's what, Russian?
Velker's Russian. Yep. And then the Prussians are going to fight the Russians.
And then Zeke is...
Zeke is Russians.
Oh, Zeke is also Russians.
Yep. So there's going to be French versus Russian, and then Russian versus Prussian.
Too many S's in that.
Fair enough. Doug, you all set?
Maybe.
That word was stricken from Blucher's vocabulary when he was 12. He never said vielleicht once.
Yeah, I believe that's it.
All right. That takes us to top of turn. Now this is a full night turn. This is one of these... Oh, no, this isn't the really long one. But actually, we do jump to 0300.
Right.
So this is a 3-hour turn. The Allies get no reinforcements. We know the French don't. French, begin. Yep. I'm not touching you.
Yeah, you know, basically.
I am not touching
Not
you.
touching you. Ours costs 4 for cavalry, right?
Force costs 4 for Cav, yeah.
Alright, that's what I thought.
The man himself coming to talk to Marshal Ney.
Not achieve his objective.
Oh no. There are far too many in perfectly good shape British fellows.
Well, they wouldn't come and play, and they kept pushing me away.
Yeah, that was Ney's argument. They would not play with me.
Alright, I'll just do it on this side.
There you go. Good noticing about the division between the maps. Good noticing.
Thank you, sir.
I will, while he is moving, I will return in just a sec.
Very good.
Alright, Doug's gone. Alright, this is...
All right. While he's gone, copy an entire corps. See if he notices.
you know? It really is hard to like decide when you're going to break off from the Prussians when you're trying to get...
Oh yeah, I mean this is, reason 12,000 that I love this game is that it does give you a strong sense, especially when you're playing the campaign, the tough choices both sides had to make.
I was trying to cut off his spawn, I just couldn't move fast enough along the run side.
I have returned.
All right, we
Oh,
decided to
shit.
see if you could notice where we put the extra core we cut and pasted for Ron. If you don't notice it, it counts.
It counts.
All moved.
Alright, you came back just in time. That
Yeah.
was my last guy.
And you're up, Doug.
Perfect timing.
Prussians first.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Everybody hide. Doug's back. Or actually, when Doug leaves. Everybody
wow.
hide. Let's see if he notices we're all gone. Yeah, I think I need another photograph.
This is an excellent game. I do like this game a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And this game actually could be a pretty good Kriegspiel, to tell you the truth.
It really could, yeah.
Where-
That's another thing I've been thinking about are games that I could play as a Kriegspiel. Like One by the Sword would be perfect.
Yep, I agree. Once fixed.
Yeah, once fixed.
Which it has been.
I'm not familiar with that one. What's broken with that one?
When GMT put it out, they made some rule changes, or they actually printed an old version of the rules.
Right, I was going to say, I thought they printed a beta test of the rules, essentially.
They printed a beta test of the rules. And
even the designer opened up his minty copy and went,
Right. And screwed up screwed up some of the cards and basically broke the game.
Right.
And then it took them a long time to fix it.
Because they had to figure out where in the process it got busted. It was my understanding. It's
Right.
nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
that
else
was
close
pretty
to
much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. They weren't entirely sure where they broke it. And so it took a while. But they got it.
Yeah, it's a pretty great game, actually. I like it.
It's a really good game. And One by the Sword 2, I understand, is in the works.
What will that cover?
And then the parts of the campaigns of the 30 Years' War that weren't covered.
Got it.
A lot of the early campaigns, the pre-Swedish stuff, it isn't in there at all.
Right.
You pretty much have 1632 to 16 the early 1640s, but you don't have the earlier stuff at all. So we'll get some of that.
That is Ben Hull, isn't it?
It is Ben Hull.
Okay.
And in fact, Ben also posted a picture of which was it? It was Ramile in beta test. So that game is well along in its design and development. So it's basically the same system as Musket and Pike, but applied to at least the War of Spanish Succession. I suspect he'll do 9 Years' War as well.
Sure. Hussars are always the last to leave.
Actually, I'm not ready to move those guys yet.
Oh. And to your eternal point, which always has merit, you can actually use cavalry as cavalry with the Zoc rules at night.
Yeah, you really can't, which I have clearly been doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ian's Everybody Hide is still cracking me up.
What makes that even funnier is that is exactly something I would say.
Oh, you're up by Janop. Okay, got it. Careful, somebody's got the map clicked. Oh, there we go. Do not click the map.
Alrighty, we're done.
That was just to break the silence.
Oh, very good.
We're
All right,
done.
that was the Allies' turn. Excellent. That takes us to the... Oh, boy, here we go. That takes us to... What turn is this exactly? This is the 6 o'clock turn. 6 a.m. turn when a whole lot of allies show up. And over here, it's just a plain old thing. This is, however, the last night turn. Interesting. So, away you go, Ron. Last one. Remember, we check supply. Start it next turn.
Actually, there's a whole nother. These are all night.
Well, right. Oh, I meant for this evening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for this evening. Yeah.
Where do you want to start, Ron?
Yeah. Digging. Go to left.
All right. Well, as James Starrett is often pointing out, all you need is a solid system, and you can run a Kriegspiel.
He's right.
And after all that fussing about that ridge, suddenly Quatre-Bras is in French hands. Oh, I don't know as you had to. I don't know as you had to, Ian, but I'm glad you did. The only sound to be heard is the clicking of the chits against the map. As Ron said, every now and again you just gotta...
Gotta have a little gunfire.
The guy who did this die. And the funny thing is, it isn't the roller that makes the sound; it's the die.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
So if you roll the die like this,
it's when the die hits the table. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the event.
like that's all right. I also like the fact that if you just shift it, it makes a quiet explosion.
Quieter explosion.
Are you okay? I swear. Oh God, they've given him the kick.
It truly has become like toy soldiers now.
Oh yeah. We regret nothing. You can do what my son is given to do and crank this number up to about 150.
Right.
Although I will say, the same guy has now... He keeps expanding his dice. He's now got a Sherman tank. He's got bow and arrow. He's got the sound of arrows whizzing through the air.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's also got... the one thing he doesn't have is the sound of a musket volley. I've actually sent him...
Yeah, we need that. We need that.
That's what we do.
Though actually, I could probably just look at that script and grab a musket sound effect from,
JTS.
Yeah. That wouldn't be tough. Since Mike kind of dragged me into Lewis scripting the other night.
Oh, did he? For his Weltkrieg thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, actually, now that you say that, there is, Mike, a squeaky wheel. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
There is
Here
the sound.
the squeaky wheel.
He's got the sound of tank treads.
Squeaky, squeaky.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't want anything bad to happen. So what I'm gonna do is save.
Oh, gonna save now, huh?
Yeah. Keep playing. All done. Look at that.
Yeah, that's all my movement.
Okie doke.
All right, so Doug, let's figure out, are all your dudes coming from that same... I imagine they are. Nope, they're not. You got guys coming from multiple different spots, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
These are from 114, and then these guys can come on either 120 up at Belle Alliance or down at Quatre Bras at 0103, which is right here.
Interesting.
So you have some choices to make, my friend.
Yeah, very interesting.
That's interesting.
For the folks at home, the alternative is 0120, which is where... Interesting. Here. Not even on a road.
120. Right. Yeah, or just a whole bunch of guys come in at QO103.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're getting a bunch of QO103 no matter what.
Yeah.
You got multiple choice over the next 3 hours.
Right.
Or 3 turns, I guess.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking about here. Okay, well, that's an interesting how do you do, isn't it?
It is. It's a wrinkle.
That's an interesting how do you do. Okay, well. I am going to... All right, we'll start over here on the Anglo-Dutch side.
All right. Gotcha. Mike wants you to know he just got it working. He said that with more enthusiasm than I think he has ever evinced.
He's been pretty excited about it, actually.
Well, that's good.
All right, I'm going to have these Dutch boys
Mm-hmm.
come in over here.
Is that right? All right. Then come on, they shall.
All right. And then we have these guys come in at 0114.
Affirmative. They get a road. They're coming from Hal.
All right. Well, let's start with the Dutch. Oh, you know what? Those are probably Hanover.
Yep. They sure are.
Yep. KGL says it right on there.
Yeah, it said so. Yeah, the King's German Legion. Don't confuse us with Dutch people, please. Oh, look at this nice chateau. You think we should visit it later? I don't know. What do you think, Fritz?
It's Belgian. It always smells funny.
It's not very big either.
Not liking this. Let's call it a draw, and we take Netherlands, and you guys
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah, we'll call it a draw. Not
Maybe
since
it's
the
another
Black
time.
Knight at the bridge.
It's only a flesh wound.
That's good. Very well. We'll call it a draw.
I'll break your ankles.
All right.
Graham Chapman never gets anywhere near enough credit for the straight man he was, which is ironic.
Oh.
given how-
No, not at all.
I know. Okay,
So they're
so
on-
that's yep. That's everything over on the Anglo-Allied side.
That's all your reinforcements too?
Yep.
Got these boys.
Oh, got those boys.
Those are
Forgot.
commanders. You're probably going to want those.
Yeah, probably need those.
Nope, no,
Like-
you don't need them.
Yeah, don't bring them. It's fine. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain Ron is good with that.
Yeah.
They can stay
Yeah.
home in the bar.
Okay, this is NC.
Mm-hmm.
This is N3. So this is NC. Ah, there were actually two. I see. So let's rejig this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's two commands there. I thought there was one.
Gonna rejig it with it.
That's it. Da 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 da.
There we go. And the fourth. What the hell's the fourth division? 'Cause this is all Cav. And here's the Cav command.
Who are you trying to locate?
Fourth division. This is second and third, and there's a 4.
Yeah, maybe that's his only command is that 4.
And they call them cores, which isn't exactly right, but
There are no 4s.
that's Colville.
Yeah, it's Colville. He comes
All
on,
he's
but-
got is Mitchell. He's got the 4th Brigade Mitchell. That's all he commands.
Right. And that doesn't come on until then at Q103 or 120.
Well, there you go. So and we brought on leaders before without.
Yeah, which I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah,
where.
yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. 120 was that up here? The Howl. No,
If you're
that's
talking-
114.
If you're talking about
120's right here.
yeah.
Yeah, let's bring him on at 120.
There you go.
All right, so that's all those guys. That's all those guys.
Now those Prussians.
All right. So really, you're gonna do this, huh? You're gonna make me do this.
I make you do what? I don't make you do anything. You decide not to do it. Whatever that is you're doing.
Yeah, whatever that thing
I
is.
think. How about you go home and I just take care of the birds? Listen, come to my side. We got cookies.
Are they good cookies?
Of course, they're good cookies. They're freshly made.
You people are known for your bakery. It's true.
Really? You didn't have to come over here. We're gonna get a drink. I ran out of drink.
All right. Why am I not seeing the green hand? There it is. Okay, cool. Thank you. Just want to make sure I was focused properly. Where are these Prussians marching from? You know, you'd think I'd remember this. These four corps
Okay,
guys?
Well, let's see. They come in at 25-12, which is
Bugger all way up here.
it's 25-12 right there. Yeah, so they're coming from God, what's over there?
Trees.
Yeah, right.
This is southern Belgium. I mean, they're coming from the vicinity of Luxembourg.
Right. Huh.
I'm trying to remember. There's something up there. I can't remember where he went. I'd have to go look it up again. Alrighty, so Oh, let's see here. Let's see here.
Yeah, there's Grouchy, all right.
Oh, now the record decides to come back.
It heard that the breakfast biscuits at Tungrin were not to be missed. I'm delighted by the fact that there's Tungrin and Tungrinel. Greater and lesser Tungrin.
Yep. It's like all the alt and new towns in
Sure.
Germany.
Sure.
Old armpit and new armpit.
New little village, old little village.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just cracks me up because the three that got my family the most when we were over there was Aderkla, Leopold Au, and just the plain village Au.
Right.
None of which, however, is to be compared with the unmitigated 6th grade glee one experiences when discovering Auschwitz.
Oh, yes.
Which is right near Saalfeld. We made the point right after finishing up near Schleitz to go find it because Auschwitz has actually been absorbed into Saalfeld. But they still have Auschwitzerstrasse.
Well, I mean, it's not the first time someone has said that while on a road.
That's... I'm pretty sure I said it in Regensburg when Google Maps tried to take me through the center of the old city in a car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was driving down alleys is what I was doing for all practical purposes.
Yeah, Regensburg not exactly motorist friendly.
No. And you get all these people looking at you like, who's the idiot in a car?
Right. I'm done, by the way.
You're good. Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Well, that takes us to morning. You know what morning means. Oh, yes, that's what it means. It's, gentlemen, the first fox. Or the day's fox, that's it. It's 9 o'clock. Just want to make sure I got time. Oh, we got time for another turn. You kidding me? We're good. So, I guess I'll ask the broad question. I've been looking, I've been consulting. I see no units The only one I want to check is this one. As to supply. He's got to get with... I think he's dead.
Oh, you know what? I forgot I was going to move him.
Go ahead. That's fine. I'm not going to get him.
I completely forgot that.
That's yeah.
I forgot that dude.
Have you made him now alive? I think you have.
I have. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight off the board. That's the standard. All these guys are evidently in supply. Obviously, all the French are in supply. All these French are in supply. I looked at all the Prussians. They're in supply. So nobody is dead of supply. Well done, gentlemen. And obviously, these guys are fine. So that then takes us to the reorg phase of the... Actually, no, it's to the command phase. So, Ron, with everybody having marched a whole night, it didn't actually rain on the night of the 16th. How do you want to manage your command?
Good question.
It is weird when you play this game. You enjoy the luxury of not having to worry about command for what, 4 turns? 3 turns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Then,
4. And then you
just
come
put
back and it's
myself
like,
out
oh
of
yeah,
command
by the way,
so
now you need orders. But suddenly there's an emperor.
All right, guard, 4th, and 2nd are under the command of the emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Marshal Ney will command 1st.
Yep.
3rd is out of luck.
Okay.
Well, 3rd Cav and 3rd Corps.
Yep.
Actual luck.
As I see it.
Actually, 1, 2, 3. These 2 are also out of command.
And these boys here. Okay. Not that you really want them to be, but that's okay. Now we go over here. I think I covered everybody there, right? So
Yeah.
What you doing
All
over
right.
here?
Grouchy. 4th and I think 2nd was 1. Yeah, and 2nd Cav, 2nd C.
So that'll leave the 1st Corps Cav out.
Correct. And the 6th over here is out.
That's it. Right? You're clean otherwise?
I don't want to say clean, but yeah, otherwise I'm done.
All right. Where do you want to start moving? I do observe that you guys may want to start keeping your eye over here at your reorg area, because some of you might be getting commanders 10 hexes away from the enemy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
that's to come up in Doug's
see.
turn, obviously, but away we go. Ron, where do you want to start?
Where's 4C? Oh, 4C is right here. Ooh. Okay. Actually, I do not know. Myself in a pickle. Couldn't bring those reinforcements up that way, could you? No.
No.
How to make it when there's a nuisance.
That may have to go down as a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Said that.
See, Ian, you tell the
I
best
said these-
stories. So get this. In England, they have Overkellet and Netherkellet. Netherkellet is a double-blessed village, as every person who left for both the First and the Second War from the village came back.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
That's pretty
Bob
cool.
was telling me about that. Yeah.
That is pretty
Bob
cool.
mentioned that.
However, Nether Kellet.
Well, you know at some point, right? Somebody got pissed off at his in-laws.
There he go. And went 100 yards down the road.
Right. Exactly. And well, what are we going to call it? Actually, he probably didn't name it. Right? It's the people who stayed.
Right. Right, that's true. See, now I have to find out the population of Nether Kellet. According to the 2001 census, it has a population of 646, increasing to 663 in 2011.
Well, people are moving there.
It has a village green, even. Oh, it's in Lancaster. All right.
Or as we say in Ohio, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Actually, it's Lancaster.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know that Mr. Miller is a Nether Kellet man. Never been allowed to what is it, Upper Kellet, he said?
Right.
Not allowed, amidst us the better sort of Upper Kellet. Over Kellet, I love that even better.
Right. Overkill it.
Oh, yes, I remember.
There has to be a stream there that
Dividing the
Overkill it
two.
is north of. Right.
All right, we're going to the maps, folks. Because that has to be true. I need that somehow to be true.
Mm-hmm.
They have a website.
Good.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Nether Kellet in the history of Lancashire.
When this plague is done, we are making a field trip.
And on their webpage, they just have an article entitled "A Hermit Named Peter."
Who is the one who moved to Nether?
That's it. That's what it is. A guy got mad.
See, now this is starting to actually resemble a real military campaign.
It is. The challenges, well, once again, I think one of the best things any military campaign can teach you, you can't do everything you want all the time.
Right.
If we could do that, war would not be as complicated as it is.
Exactly. It makes me nuts when you see people play and they don't get the concept of what a core is for example.
Right.
Right? That it is a self-contained unit and should be maneuvered as such. And you just get these mobs, How can people always seem to get the idea of concentration.
Mm-hmm.
But only at the most inappropriate times. And so you get these, mobs of units as opposed to...
Right. Things that look like,
Right.
Just for the record, there is a Nether Kellet monthly newsletter.
I want to subscribe.
Oh, that's lovely. They have a volunteer group helping people out who are struggling with the COVID.
Is the Nether Kellet monthly newsletter available online?
It is online and for free.
Well,
This guy here needs a red marker.
Got it. Thank you.
how much is it going to screw with the people in Nether Kellet if suddenly there's a whole bunch of people from all over the place
who combined interest in Napoleonics and obscure Lancashire geography.
Signed up for your newsletter.
At Nether Kellet. Solar eclipse over Nether Kellet.
All right,
That's
over
today.
Here.
Is it? Oh.
Oh no, there's a lunar eclipse. It's an annular lunar eclipse tonight.
So you're still
I
marching.
thought they called it like the buck eclipse or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Ian, what have I started?
The International Nether Kellet Fan Club.
Population 78. But very devoted. Very devoted.
Right. Very devoted.
Okay.
That was not the voice of enthusiasm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're good here.
I believe there's only one fighty.
Oh, you did all these guys. Okay, missed that somehow. Yeah, I only see the one. Any guns loose? No, I don't see any.
He's got no horse, so we're getting out of Dodge.
To the shock and surprise of no one present. Good day to you, sir. I said good day.
Bye.
Yeah, no follow for you anyway. That's it. All right.
Actually, I do have guns.
Oh, do you? Got some guns hiding? There they are. Who do you want to shoot at? You can shoot anybody you like. Yeah. Shoot there. That's a 1 to, is that a 1 that I saw? No, it's a 2. So it's a 1 to 2 to 6. So it's a 1 to 3.
And for these guys.
Who's that then? Sorry. So that's a 2 to 3. So that's a 1 to 2. Oh, they actually have to go away.
Mm-hmm. Light cavalry said, "No, we're not hanging around for that."
You didn't tell us there'd be artillery. You good?
And I believe that's it.
All right. British
Alrighty.
or Prussians? I should say allies.
Well, let's start over here on the Prussian side, I
Alrighty.
guess.
Flipping it around. Let's
Oh,
do
that
some.
sounds like too goody for them to call the allies. Just call them the bad guys.
The bad guys, the bad men. Who is in command?
All right, so we are going to put second and third corps.
Okay.
First corps will not be under command.
I have to grab me a block. Okay.
All right, and then over here,
Look at him excrete those red.
They were much
blobs.
excreting.
he just extrudes them right out.
That's true. Magic.
Over here,
These fellas
Two co-
over here on the other side of the stream are also out, correct? Is that what I see?
which fellas?
Those fellas here?
Yeah, they're out of range.
Yeah, they would be out of range.
And obviously these
Correct.
lads.
Yep, those guys too.
Okay.
All right, so over here on the Anglo-Allied side of things,
Mm-hmm. Everybody. Right.
the Duke
The Duke.
down here is everybody's good to go.
Yeah, I see that. Makes sense.
Actually, no,
no.
that guy is not. Well, yeah, he could be.
Yeah,
Because he's got one to burn, doesn't
Right, right. He's got 4 to burn. Well, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4
Right.
under command.
Oh, that's true. That's right. It's an and, not an or. You're right.
Right. And so that leaves Brunswick out.
Okay.
This guy, who is the Netherlander cavalry, is too far away.
Yeah.
So he's out. He's out.
And he's
That
gonna
guy's
hit him.
out.
Okay, so he's not going to
But
wake
he
him
is
up.
going to... Yeah, I mean...
I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter. But yeah, okay.
Okay, so these guys
He
here.
can.
Yeah.
Actually, we can do...
You do all 1, 2.
Yeah, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
All those guys.
Yep.
Wellington can directly command.
Yep.
It's just the Duke of Brunswick himself is...
Which is irrelevant because, yeah.
Right.
This has 2 also, so this is 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here units total.
Yep. So we'll go ahead and not have this Netherland cavalry under command.
Okay.
We'll actually put all of the Brunswickers under command.
All right, so what we'll do is like that. We'll do the sandwich.
Yep. Do the sandwich. And that guy's out of command.
Okay. How about down here?
Okay, and then down here, the Prince of Orange will put Perponcher under command.
Which puts him
And the
out.
5th is not.
Yeah.
Picton's division is not in command.
Picton's hat is not yet on straight.
Right. And
obviously
then all
none of
these
this
guys.
is, yeah.
Right. None of these guys.
Doesn't matter. They're not going to get close.
Right. All right. So we'll start over here with moving these guys.
Did you? Yeah, we did that already. Cool. Away you go.
Actually, no. We have reorg.
Oh, that's right. Do you have a reorg you wish to do?
I do. Third Corps would like to reorg.
Are you 10? Where is that guy?
I think he
Where
is.
dude? Is he 10 away from the nearest foeman? He is exactly 10.
10.
Must he be more than 10? Or is it 10 or more? You decided to make this
good
interesting. Reorg phase. Reorg. Is it on 4? No, it's on 2, I bet. There it is. Within 10, so he must be 11. He is too close.
Okay, he's too close this time. All right. I moved 1 too close.
1 too close.
That's all right.
Well, actually, I moved up 1, so that's probably what made it too
That's
close.
yeah, that's probably what did it. Yeah, that's probably what did it because I think I had that counted. All right. Well, in that case,
In that case, Ron, I shall kill you.
Not since Oliver Reed played Bismarck in that Flashman movie. Which I really do need to get on DVD.
all right.
What
So
movie?
we've moved those guys there.
To my knowledge, the only Flashman movie that's ever been made. It stars. It was a brilliant piece of casting, choosing Malcolm McDowell as Flashman. And it's got my beloved Oliver Reed as Otto von Bismarck. My only significant criticism of the movie is they played it too much for laughs. I think Harry is always funniest when he's a straight act when he's playing it, when he believes his own nonsense. Oh, hey, Red, I'm telling you, and if you've never heard me say it, you're going to hear me say it now. I have made the comment to women for the longest time. If your fella wants to take his time away from you to go to Historicon, let him. There is zero chance he is anywhere near a female.
Right.
If she is, she's either guest services or helping out at the hotel. Now, I realize that's not 100% true, because there are some wonderful women that help run the painting competition and some other stuff like that. But boy, oh boy, are we in the high 95, 98% range. Well, to be honest, it's kind of like my YouTube channel, which I'm very glad to have and very pleased to have. I think we've got 453 followers now. Anyone care to guess what percentage of the followers, the subscribers, are male?
99.5.
Doug?
It's got to be north of 75%.
100.
Now, your wife follows.
I don't think she subscribes. I've wanted her to.
There you go.
Just to break my number.
That was basically where I was going. I know your wife does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a court. Now, again, that's just self-identified subscribers, so obviously we could have some that aren't, but...
And self-identified genders.
Yeah, yeah. And, well, everything is age and all that. All the other demographic stuff is all self-identifying. Yeah, we're some crazy number, 45 to 55. Oddly enough, not too many teenagers.
Huh.
Well, it was the thing that I posted to Twitter, the bit about that survey that people put out indicating that most of those GW kids from the 90s have grown up and are going back into Warhammer. They're not magically becoming historical gamers.
Right, exactly.
It's like, I said it at the time. It won't happen. You got to have yourself a love for history.
Right.
Or else repeat it.
Well, there's that. And away they go, carrying
in the nation nowadays, who knows?
Well, one worries a great deal about our knowledge of history.
Oh my God, I asked people on the streets about why we celebrate 4th of July is the funniest thing ever.
Well, jaywalking, which I realize is heavily edited, I understand that, but there are things that make you just go, are you kidding me?
I love the Civil War question.
Sure. Well, if there's such incredibly passionate, animated debate about all things Civil War, and I'm like, how many of you people could place the American Civil War in the correct half century?
Right.
Oh, true.
I'm not even asking you to go from year to year, from date to date. I'm saying half century. Give me that. There's a family card game, I think it is, where the whole premise is placing historical events just in their proper chronological order. And I will confess to you, I thought, well, how do you not win every time?
Mm-hmm. Right. Right, exactly.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Those of us that were privileged to pursue advanced degrees at the expense of the American people are grateful. I am grateful.
Oh, what are you putting in for the Armchair Dragoon Con?
Yeah, somebody, that'd be you.
So,
yeah, what's up, Doug?
By the way, these guys right here that I just moved up here,
yeah,
are First Corps, and so I shouldn't have moved them up here.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember where the hell they were.
Ooh, well, I can back it up, but
yeah, I don't want to do that much. Let's leave them there, but they're out of command.
I think that's sufficient penalty.
Yep.
I know, that's why I was reorganizing my group over here. That's why you see all the little mess going this way and that way.
Well, I started looking and I'm like, I got way too much cavalry with this corps. Something ain't right.
Yeah, I had my 4th Corps commander with the guard in the 4th Corps. cavalry commander, the guard, and the cavalry is way ahead. I'm like, I try to reorder. Who's that? The cat? Yeah, I kind of figured we were gonna do that.
And Doug, I do call to your attention your reinforcements this turn.
No, you don't. Whose side you on?
The side of the system. The side of that which is just.
So you're trying to say you're the man?
That's it.
Kellerman's got some hefty cav there.
Yeah, he does.
He's got some hefty cav there.
Them fellers wear armor and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We're indivisible. I mean, divisible. You know, that one word.
That one word. Nice.
All right. Oh, look. These guys come in at Q103 again.
These two fellers right there.
It says or. You can go to 120.
I just
Well,
have
actually, your
this...
commander's up there.
Yeah, actually, I will take the 4th up to
What's that?
120.
The 3rd. Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, he's up there looking over that crick at you.
Jim, yeah, the crick. That still makes me funny. Yeah, good for
Oh, you moved him on, Doug? There he is. Okay.
I'm not the best strategist, but I try.
2, 3, 4.
Yep.
All right. And then these guys, the 2nd and 3rd. There's the 3rd. Second doesn't have a commander on yet. Yep, he doesn't come on until then.
Mm-hmm. So next hour.
So we'll go ahead and put them on at 120.
All right, now I'm just gonna ask a dumb historical question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they act in history? Where do they actually come in at?
They came from where you're seeing them. The issue
Oh, no, it
is...
says 120 or Q01.
Yeah, so nobody would have come in. Probably would not have come in here.
Mm-mm. No, because they're long gone from here. Napoleon marches them on a rope up here.
Okay, yeah, so I'm way behind. I know, I'm sorry.
I don't know if you're way behind. He's deciding to make a forward stand that Wellington doesn't choose to make.
That is true.
The history books do not record a fight around... What is this? Hotel Le Mort.
Yeah. There is no fight there. At the same time...
At Hotel de Monte?
Hotel Le Monte.
Yeah, Hadi Lamani. At the same time, the Prussians are long gone from over here.
Correct.
Yeah,
having run pell-mell. Yeah, well, that might be why there's a forward stand going on.
I tried to get you away, but you wouldn't.
Oh, Duplot. Duplot's not on yet. That's next turn. That's next turn. I brought him on a turn early.
Yeah, you can't have him.
I only had them 2 there.
Yeah.
I've been Joseph for this, though. I tell you, for all week.
That snap thing is going to drive you nuts. Just let it go, Doug. It's cool.
I know. It's making me...
I know.
It's making me angry.
I feel you.
Oh, yeah. That goes crazy.
Alright. So, I don't know that I have any more move yet. other than... Yeah, let's move this white calf back up here. And I think that's pretty much... Oh, and then Mr. Out of Command Cavalry. We'll do that.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's good. We're good.
Awesome. Got fights?
We're good. Well,
I see some guns. Do I?
yeah, I got a 2 right here. We'll go ahead and fire him on those boys.
That's a
2 to
1
5.
It's
It's
a 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Still on a 1, he runs away.
How about that?
Look at that.
See, every time you mention something.
True.
How about that? We're literally trading cannon fire and pushing cavalry back there.
Yep.
And I got a 2 here.
It's another 1 to 3.
So
if you throw it there.
Yep, pop that boy.
The Brunswickers get to fire their guns. They brought them all this way.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I think there may be a gun in here.
Oh, where are you going? Sorry.
Up here.
Oh, way up there. Got it. There is.
All right. Yeah, well, that one's even... That's a 1 versus 8.
It's actually a 1.
Yeah, literally it's a 1.
Oh, dear Lord. It's a 1 to 6. Can you do anything with that? Hang on a second.
Yeah, I don't know that I can do anything.
1 to 6. Oh, it's actually 1 to 5. Nope, you can't do anything. Nope.
Okay. So we won't bother with that. There's a 2 here. To an 8, so it's a 1 to 4.
There you go.
Can they do anything?
At a 1 to 4. Let's find out. Spinning
Negatory.
on. 1 to 4. Nope, nothing. Your best.
Right.
Your first and only chance is at 1 to 3.
Yeah. So nope, nothing there.
Nothing there. How about over here?
That's purely defensive guns.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing over here.
All right. Got me.
So it's just stand-up melees.
What you like?
All right. So this one's he got 7 there, and I got 9 here. So it's a 1 to 1.
1 to 1 it is.
1 to 1 and a 6.
It is a 5 though.
Attacker retreats.
All right. And here we've got 8, 12, 14.
2, 9. 1 to 1. That's a defender retreat. Attacker can follow. Imagine my shock when he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea that on the second day the Prussians are actually fighting in the vicinity of Ligny
It's not bad.
is not bad.
All right. Well,
Yeah, and that's it.
that takes us to very close to our stop, which is excellent because that's a turn. So I'm going to scroll down here and say that this takes us to, let's move our markers over. It's now 10 o'clock on the 17th. British will be, the Allies actually, there's more than British in there, will be getting some reinforcements. And the French are long gone. So this is also a short day, which is kind of interesting.
Yes.
They
Well,
jump.
it's not so much short. They mark off the rain. It's raining at 1500. That's
Yeah, and that it moves it to a rain.
Right.
That's what it is. It moves it to a rain
Yeah.
delay at 3 o'clock. So it's a very, very short day, which then of course takes us to Waterloo. So The next time we get together should see a lot of fun. No demoralized core. Well done on that, gentlemen, both sides. And so let me grab some overall shots of the battlefield so I can show people how it all ended on our second game day. Get a zoom in up close of the situation north of Quatre Bras.
Wrapping up right now.
And over here. Wonderful. Well, let us hope that we can have our Bob back for us the next time. And I think he will be pleased to see that the Anglo allies remain on the field of battle. For those who don't know, we'll be back at 1700 Central. 1900 Central. What am I saying? 1900 Central for Saturday Night Fights. We're going to be doing the epic Battle of Connie, so please be there if you can. For otherwise, let's see here, see if there's any last things to say to the group. Holy cow, John Stanley. Great to see you. Yes, Timeline is the game I was referring to. That's exactly it. BA in History, Path to Law School for many people. Well, John, it was wonderful to have you by. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't see you sooner. And that's both Johns, John Pfeffer and John Stanley. We have 2 new viewers. What did we wind up watching? What was our crazy last number? 14 people joined us on a lovely on a lovely July 4th. Well, thank you so much. We're finishing up again at 10 o'clock on not Saturday. Today is Saturday, on June the 17th. Can we have SPI Lee versus Hooker? Absolutely. Yes, we can do that, and we will do that. I just made a promise to John Stanley live online. I will do that.
Nice.
Because I think a lot of the crew would love to try that, and we'll do that. This was actually done in honor of the Waterloo anniversary, which we wanted to commemorate, and obviously it's a little longer than just 1 week, so we're back at it. Hopefully, again, next time we get Bob back. But in the meanwhile, join us for Saturday Night Fights. Visit us at the Armchair Dragoons. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Ron, so much. Another great game for everybody to watch.
No problem. Thank you.
Excellent.